I like that energy. Come on, we got it. Maybe your last film of the evening. So thank you so much for being here, and welcome to the 27th Annual Sonoma International Film Festival. My name is Amanda Salazar. I am a programmer here with the festival. It's so lovely to see many of you again and again and again. I think some people at maybe 16 films is the highest I've heard. That's a lot. That's like, you're doing great. Day 3, 4 films a day. Actually, more than that, excuse me. And some people are throwing out, they're like, do you count short films a part of that tally? So I'll say yes. So some people are up into like the 30s already as well. But welcome. I hope you're having a lovely time at this year's festival as we are getting into the weekend. We have quite a few guests coming into the weekend as well. And we have a very special guest here tonight that I'll be bringing up shortly to say a few words because we will be having a Q&A this evening. Before we get started, I would like to thank a few of our sponsors, because without them we would not be able to do what we do best, and that includes our presenting sponsors, Delta Airlines and KHR McNeely Family Funds. I'd also like to thank Gloria Ferrer for their help and support of specifically this screening. I want to give a big shout out and thank you to our board members. It's been so nice to see them supporting the work that we do creatively and then coming to so many of our screenings. And then finally, I would like to also give a big thank you to the staff and volunteers, specifically the staff that is running this venue and the volunteers. So a big round of applause for them. I say finally, and then I'm realizing I haven't been thanking the people behind the scenes quite literally. So, and that includes the projectionists. They don't get a lot of love because we don't actually see them, but they're making sure that our films look and sound great. So big thank you to our projection team back there, if you can hear me. This is a rather delicious film that you're going to see this evening that's going to put you hopefully in a very good mood, and it's quite a remarkable film. I know this is a film that Carl, our artistic director, had seen and was so moved by, and he's like, we're absolutely playing this at Sonoma. So we are very lucky to be joined by both the director and the producer for the film this evening, and I would like to invite them up to say a few words before we get started. So you please, Sébastien, would you mind joining us? And also Laurence, if you'd like to. Say a few words before the screening.
Thank you very much. I'm very honored to be here. What I wanted to say before the movie, but no spoil. Just the food you're going to see is real food. So chocolate is chocolate. Yes. And I hope you're not starving right now. That's it. Okay.
Hi, I'm Laurence Lascary, the producer. I would like to thank Sonoma Film Festival team for having us and inviting the film tonight. I hope that you will enjoy it, and we are very happy to have the opportunity to screen the film here in the United States. So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much. They'll both be here afterwards for a conversation so we can talk about that real food and all the other things that we're going to experience soon. So please stay afterwards, and we'll even open it up for some questions from the audience. I'd like to remind you now to please silence your cell phones and put them away. Let's not access them during the screening. If you need to exit the theater at any time, you're going to exit the same way that you came in. And with that, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you so much. Well, we're going to have a lovely, intimate conversation to end our night. What did y'all think of the film? It's pretty remarkable. It's a very, very beautiful story. So I'd like to start with, how did you both get introduced to not only this real-life story, if you could tell us maybe your connection to it, and then also how you kind of came to participate in the film, how it came to you.
The story began when this is an idea of Laurence, because she watched a French program, and Yazid came to present his book.
Okay.
And
yes, so I came up with an article about Yazid's story. And I thought that it would make a great material for a movie. So we contacted his pastry in the south of France. He wasn't there. And then he contacted my partner and told him, yeah, I've been told that I need to call you back. So what is it you want? And so he was very casual. And my partner told him that we were interested to make a film about him. And he was like, oh, you're not the first one to contact me. So we had to prove that we could make a good film about him. And it took several years to put it together. And Yazid, since he's he's an entrepreneur and he's used to for everything to be fast. So sometimes he was like, maybe I should find another producer because they're not going anywhere. And in that process, we introduced him, Yazid, to Sébastien, and it was like love at the first sight, and he was very trustful with Sébastien, and they got a great connection. And eventually, we were about to find a distributor and put all the financing together, and et voilà.
Yeah. Actually, at the very first time I met Yazid, he was very distant because he's not in confidence with strange people.
Okay.
So I was like, he's cold. I don't know if he is going to like me.
Yeah.
But it was his process, and after the confidence came, and we work together, hand in hand, and it was very cool. Very cool.
Oh,
Great.
that's so wonderful. And yeah, I'm so curious about hearing about love at first sight, your experience of that. And so then how much was Yazid a part of like the script and the story? Like if you had to go to him to make the story, I'm so curious, and if you can expand on his involvement as you were essentially making a film about his life.
So the script is adapted from Yazid's book, but you must know that the book is like 90 pages, and I don't know, 50 photos and recipes. So it was very thin. So we had to complete the story with fiction. It's based on his life, but also we worked on making a great film about his story. And Yazid was involved in the writing, so he spent a lot of time with Cédric Ido, who is the co-writer of the film. He spent a great deal of time explaining his story, situation, and we tried also to make the character not an angel, because Yazid was not an angel when he was a teenager. So we had to make a long story short, at least we tried. And Yazid was also a consultant on the film. He supervised all the pastry scenes and the creation of the pieces of pastries that are in the film.
Yeah, and sometimes it was funny because in the prep, we were talking about what kind of pastry we could put in this scene. And he arrived with a pastry. He just made it, and he told me, "It's so good, but I'm visual, so because I'm a filmmaker."
Yeah.
And I told him, "Okay, maybe it's wonderful, but it's not. I can't shoot this because the audience won't taste it.
Right. It doesn't look. It doesn't have the
it has
visual.
to be awesome. Just as soon as you see it.
Yeah.
So please do it again, but for cinema.
Yes, for cinema. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love that. Well, so then I have a question about that, which is, you know, as a director, you're working with the pastry chef. I'm so curious then about those cooking scenes, like when they're like, because I feel like in cinema, we can fake certain things, you know, and we can allow the audience to fill in the gaps, but it seems again so true to life, and probably Yazid had some thoughts about how those scenes looked. Can you talk about that and how you constructed all the work within the kitchen to ensure that it is both very true to life and then also, but very cinematic as well?
Yeah, because Yazid was the consultant and not set designer. He doesn't know that we can fake all that stuff. So he couldn't make a pastry with like wax, like we used to make ice or something like this in cinema.
Yeah.
So everything was made with chocolate and cream and stuff like this. So it was a challenge because when you put a dessert on the set, it could melt. It could and it could be not like very beautiful, and so it was a challenge. But we did it.
Yes.
And after I spent time in the kitchens because I wanted to see what's the mood in the kitchen. What's the because it's a hierarchy. Hierarchy, like in the army.
Yeah.
Because I learned this. It's this hierarchy was made by the troops of Napoleon, and he brought the kitchen. And he needed to feed his soldier. Yeah. So all the chief works like the army. So that's why you have a chief, sous-chef. Exactly.
The whole level, all the levels. Yeah.
And I wanted to know how it works with the chief when he gives the order, and it's. It was very interesting to see all of this because you can see a lot of stuff. So now it's becoming, it's changing. But when Yazid was young, there was a racism. There was sexism, and it was very hard. So no, it's changing, but not a lot. But,
correct. I was going to say it's still happening, unfortunately.
Yes,
but yes.
So we don't want it to make the subject, but just to have it here in the kitchen, but just to be here because it exists. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I think that's why I think the film does so well, right? Is within these scenes, you can see all that tension. You can kind of see how everyone has to interact with each other within that hierarchy, within the space that they operate within, and they're all talented. That's, everyone that's in that kitchen is very talented, but who is, that position of where they move is really wonderful.
And all the actors got trained by Yazid himself and his collaborator. And he told them, he was like, okay, I'm not going to teach you everything from A to Z because you won't use it. I won't teach you how to make a croissant because it's useless, it's pointless. So I'm just going to show you the gestures that are going to be seen in the film. So, and to talk about the hierarchy and military atmosphere, there is that guy, the actor, the antagonist, the bad guy.
Yeah.
So he is in real life, he's a lovely guy and very funny and very cool, relaxed. And when he arrived to the first day at the training, he started to make jokes and be the cool guy. And Yazid, he didn't take it. So he grounded him, and he was very strict. And so also
he fired him the first day. So go out of the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was, wow, okay.
Oh, that's remarkable. Well, moving then from your perspective as both like the producer and I think director of working with the actors, I know this was clearly written within the story that we travel back in time. We have with him as a young boy and then, and him who he is now. And so I'm just so curious how you worked with and found the actors and if Yazid was also a part of the casting or not. And, to ensure that, in many stages of his life, you can see that growth. So could you talk about finding the two actors?
For the young, the young one, it's Laurence, which him in at the Festival de Cannes.
Yes, actually, the young actor he's in a documentary because he learned theater and also circus, I would say, in a circus actually. And a friend of mine made a documentary about that particular circus in the project in the south of Paris. And I thought it was very cute, and I told Sébastien about him, and I told my friend, so give the kid the info about the casting, but don't promise him anything because it's a competition, so I don't want to take the responsibility, but maybe if he wants to become an actor, he should try. And Sébastien loved him, especially the non-verbal acting that he could give, and because he was able to carry a lot of emotions without saying anything. So, yeah.
Yeah, and for the older, Riyad, his name is Riyad. Actually, he's influencer. Okay. And I shot with him years ago. And I was searching for this actor. I was searching for the actor who will play Yazid. Yeah. And I was searching like months and months, and like 50 actors. Okay. And I didn't find.
None of them worked.
And Laurence told me, again Laurence.
Good producer.
Yeah.
Very good producer.
She told me, what about Riyad? I said, yeah.
I saw him on Instagram. I was like, yeah, how about this guy? But Sébastien had a bad memory of him because he was back then when they shoot together. He was 19, kind of not immature, but on his cell phone all the time, making stories because he didn't feel comfortable maybe on the set. I don't know.
Yeah, and I told her we were on phone. Yeah. And I told her, yeah, it's a technical character, yeah. And we have to do all the movie will be on him, so yeah. We have to be sure. And she told me, yeah, no, it's okay. I just wanted to know it. But she put some a seed on my brain. Yep. And I say during the conversation, I say, okay. Wait. By the way, about Riyad. Let's have a try with him, and we'll see. Okay. And as soon as he came, it was wow. Okay. Hopefully we have him. He was wonderful, and I spoke with him, and I say, okay, so I just need to know that as soon as you're with me, you don't use your phone. You don't. You're not an influencer anymore. Yeah. You are the actor. Mm-hmm. And he told me, I want to do this, and I will be with you. And he was wonderful.
He was superb.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Do we have any questions from the audience you'd like to know? Yes, right over here. How long did he sleep outside the hotel? In real life? Yeah.
In real life. I think he spent a year in this hotel, and he didn't have money to spend on a rent. Mm-hmm. So he spent all the time also, in the beach, and he told me something, but I couldn't put it on the movie, yeah, because the movie would be more longer. So yeah. He told me when he has 3 days off, he put some 3 pants and more shirt, and he ran on the area of the police station. Yeah. And he tried to find older woman, and he roped the bag, but he stayed around the police station to be catched.
Okay.
and to sleep inside the the police station.
Yeah.
To
So
be
he set himself
yeah.
up to have a place to stay.
And I wanted
Yeah.
to put it on the movie, but it was too too. Yeah. So there is a lot. There are a lot of anecdotes like this, and it's incredible to think about this.
Yeah, his life and what he actually did and the sacrifice, what he was doing for that. Okay, a couple questions right here, and then I'll get to you.
In real life, did he really, it seemed like in the movie he really got that his mother had died. Is that true?
Yes.
And when he changed the ice sculpture into an angel, did that really happen to him, that he really got this sense of,
Actually, his mother died 2 weeks before the competition. And it was not like in the movie, like at the perfect moment of it's for the cinema.
Yeah.
But she died 2 weeks before, and he couldn't go at the funerals because he was he wanted to avoid some bad things, and he wanted to be in his competition because for him it was more important. And
And also, Yazid, the reality is sadder than the movie, actually, because Yazid has been very bitter towards his mother and very angry towards his mother. And the film helped him in the process of forgiving his mother, because for him, his life, when he watched the film Capharnaum, I don't know if you have watched it, but Capharnaum is about a young boy who trials his parents because they didn't take care of him. And when he watched the film, for him it was a revelation. It was like, this is me. I'm this child, this abused kid. It's me. So he was very angry. And the film, I guess, and the actress Lubna Abidar also, I don't know, she recognized herself in the script. And she gave a speech before the shooting, and it was very deep, very powerful and emotional. And I think it rang the bell inside Yazid, and he was like, okay, maybe I can try to understand who my mother was and why she was like that.
Yeah, we talk a lot about how film actually can change people's lives, and it's really nice to hear that he had that moment with film. Yes, here in the corner.
Did you get to eat the samples?
Did you get to eat the samples?
Did you get to eat
any of the food? Did you get to eat
during the
it?
takes? You know?
yeah, I needed to make a lot of sport after the shooting. Yeah, I was not very sweetie.
Okay.
Yeah?
No, you had no sweet tooth. We
Yeah.
gotta say it's like,
But
or
now
you didn't like sweets.
I am.
Okay. You're converted.
Because of Yazid.
Okay. I think
yeah,
we
I
all
needed
are.
to try everything. I needed to try.
Yes.
Yeah, and because we don't want to, we didn't want to waste. We share with the team, with the crew, and we all taste the pastry. Yes.
Not a bad set to be on over here. Okay, we had a couple more questions. All right, we'll do these last. Oh, okay, these last three. Go right ahead.
Et vous êtes d'où, vous deux? You're from where? Are you from Paris, the south of France? Where? And mostly, where were you shooting? Looks like a lot of in the south of France, but also the city scenes and stuff. Where were they?
We are from Paris, and we wanted to respect the area of the true story. It was like it was important for me to be on the same cities. So we first shoot at Épernay, and in the east of France. Sorry.
The Champagne region.
It's like this area because it's the Champagne area. So
Wine.
wine.
Yes.
So we started to shoot over there, and after we shot in a suburb of Paris, and after we went in the south of France, in Nice, et voilà.
Voila. All right, there's the last two questions. So we'll start over here, and then we'll get the mic to you. 1 second, right over here.
So thank you. This was absolutely delightful to watch. I am curious because Americans are so unfamiliar with pastry and coupe de monde that, first of all, I think your film is wonderful because it brings this to our attention, but a lot of the competition scenes were very reminiscent of being in Lyon. So I was curious if you had actually gone there to study the process or how you replicated that in the film.
So the question is about the competition scenes.
Yes, I wanted to know exactly how was this competition, the World Championship, and we went in Lyon, and as soon as I saw the competition, I was like, wow, okay, this is a real competition with a lot of people coming all around from all around the world. So and they brought flags and stuff like this, and there was 3,000 people. It was incredible. So I wanted to do the same, but we cheat with the 3,000 people. And it's the cinema, you know. I asked to the. At first, I saw that in United States, one guy put some puppets, balloons, you know.
In the shape of a human.
In the yes, and we tried to contact him. So, but. We didn't succeed, so I asked to the set designer to find a solution for this, and he cut in wood the shape of people, and we put some extras, each 4 seats, and it works. It works wonderfully.
With wigs and clothes and.
Yeah. We put some hair, some
We
caps.
gotta rewatch that scene
Yeah.
now and
Yeah.
pause it. It's movie
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
We're finding out all the behind the scenes of how you make crowds in real life.
When we break for the lunch, we were in the room, and
Yeah.
it's like the people was
All there.
yeah. So it was very and the night it was the same. So it was
Yeah.
oh.
Oh my gosh. I love that it's practical effects though, right? Like no CGI here of like putting in people. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we have one last question right over here.
After the credits rolled, there was a statement that said that he's still in Epernay and with a bakery. Is that true?
Sorry.
The bakery or the cake bakery in Epernay.
Yes, he left from this bakery in south of France. In Epernay, he doesn't.
So
He has-
simply, my question is, what is he doing now?
So now he's going to open his own pastry boutique. He told us that Paris is the most important place in France when you're a pastry chef, and it's the city where he had the worst souvenirs, the worst memories, because everything he tried there, it failed. So now he's going to open his own pastry, his own shop in about, I don't know, a couple of weeks, a month.
Yeah.
And also he is going to start working in the Royal Monceau. He's been preparing that for many months now, and he's going to. I don't know exactly what will be his position, but it's like he created a set of dessert. I'm not exactly sure, but he's going to start something in the Royal Monceau, his own pastry boutique somewhere in Paris. I don't remember the address.
It's
In the first arrondissement, I think.
yes.
And he's still working as a consultant. He has many boutiques in the Middle East, mostly Qatar, all those places, and also he works worldwide as a consultant.
Wow. Well, Laurence and Sébastien, thank you so much for
Thank you.
Thank you.
showing
Thank you
us
very
his life in this beautiful film. Please make sure to vote, and we'll see you at another film soon. Thank you.